Hello everyone. For the first part on practical electricity, I'm going to show you how to derive energy and power for application purpose. Now you recall that under current electricity and DC circuit, what I've listed here are the terms which you already covered in those two chapters, and you need to recall the SI unit and the meaning of each of these terms. But if you're unable to recall, please refer back to the chapter on current electricity and DC circuit. For the definition of energy and power, you'll be covered under conservation of energy. And do recall the SI unit for energy is joules and the SI unit for power is watts. Now, moving on, we are going to show you how to derive the formula first. Now, recall V equals E over Q. That's where it covered in current electricity, potential difference or electromotive force. I equals Q over T, and that's your current, which is defined as rate of flow of electric charge. And P equals E over T, that's power equals energy over time, which we already covered under conservation of energy. Now, first of all, let's manipulate V equals E over Q, right, when we'll get E equals VQ. And when we manipulate I equals Q over T, we get Q equals IT. And so what we're going to do next is to sub Q equals IT into E equals VQ. And we'll get this. We get E equals VIT. And this is one of the key formulas which you have to know. And then when you bring the T over to the left hand side, we get power equals VI. And the two formulas I highlight are the main formulas for this chapter. And the reason why I'm showing you this is that we need you to understand that formulas just do not magically appear out of nowhere. They are derived from some basic fundamentals. Now, moving on from these two formulas, we're going to take these two formulas and derive another formal formula. So we're going to take from V equals IR. We're going to tweak it around. We get I equals V over R. So I'm going to call E equals IVT as equation 1, P equals IV as equation 2. Now if I take E equals IVT, I sub I equals V over R into equation 1. I'll end up with E equals V over R Vt. And hence E equals V squared over RT. And next, I'll sub V equals IR into equation 1. And I'll get E equals I bracket IR close bracket T equals I squared RT. And hence, over here we have three formula. Whether you want to memorize a formula or derive it during an exam is up to you, right? But memorizing it will help speed things up faster. Okay, next we go to P equals IV. You have to sub I equals V over R into equation 2. I'll end up with P equals V squared over R. Okay, very similar to the one on the left hand side. And next, if I have to sub V equals IR into equation 2, I get P equals I squared R. Also very similar to the one on the left hand side. And hence, that's what I meant by we're going to use these two equations, manipulate it a little bit, and we get 4 more equations.